What's good, gang? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever in the world you are. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, there weren't any other players available for Poké-Commander on such short notice. I'm sorry that I gave such a short notice. We'll get it next week, don't worry. But I figured I'd use this time to maybe look through some more recently released cards, see if we can make cool decks with them. So my plan today is to scroll through cards, see if we can make cool decks with them. I hope by the end of the stream I'll have cooked like about 3 decks. It usually takes me about an hour to cook like a full commander deck. I hope I can do a little more or a little faster, but we'll see. We'll see how this one pans out. Let me take a sip of water first and foremost. Alright. So. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you, by the way, for claiming your spicy nugget, Floppy. Congrats on that, congrats on that. You're doing well today. Before we do anything else, I would like to show you guys this very cute Mantike figurine. That's barely balancing on my fingers. Look at it. It's so cute. I got this in Amsterdam the other day. Really, really cute. So he'll be the mascot for today. I doubt he can stay on my shoulder. As you can see, he just dropped to the ground miserably. So he'll just be chilling over there in the corner, and I can like pet him in the meantime if I need any inspiration or whatever. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. Oh yeah, that's right. I searched Fairy Energy recently. I do want to take a look at some Pitch Black cards. See if there's any cool ones that I want to build around. 260 is not very good. I can probably just scroll like this better. I mean, Mega Delphox is cool, but I feel like Tatsugiri X is just better as a commander. Like 100%. I'm just gonna check something real quick. I'm pretty sure there's no other bug outs Pokemon. No, okay. This is just bug bites. That is really unfortunate. Oh well. Let's see. This is for each. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I mean, Seeking is kind of cool because it does 32 Pokemon on the bench for each water that you attach. This is like healing stuff. The Relicanth is cool for fossil strategies, especially with Fossil Quarry. Might be able to get some more mileage out of that. I guess we could update our fossil list specifically, but our fossil list has Amstar V as like our only basic Pokemon, I think. So adding Relicanth would not be very productive. That's never gonna happen. We only have 1 Voltaic. Really not that great of a multiplier. Ghostfield is definitely not, or sorry, Hide and Sneak is definitely not happening in Poké-Commander since we can only get 1 of each. So technically we can attack with Delmice, but it's not gonna happen. Only have 1 of those. Rampardo CX is not gonna happen. Does this do anything cool? Not really. Chiyu is, I guess, good in a Tox deck. We could try making like a dark type list potentially. Bastion's like interesting, but it's hard to justify running since you can only have 1. Toucannon is really cool, and it's colorless. So is this. This is also like kind of cool and colorless, but Backtrack Badge is just Trick Coin, but only for colorless Pokemon. Gwyn is just where's Roxy? Misty's is like Yahweh, but for water, which could be interesting, but water has already so much better stuff to do. Rust Syndicate Grunt is not that good, unfortunately. I mean, it's like not the worst, but I just feel like Plumeria and Team Flare Grunts are better than Team Yell Grunts. We could try something with like the last card in hand strategy. We could try something like that. We could try something like that. With Squovet. Because Nest Edge allows you to put your whole hand on the bottom of your deck and then draw one card. And then there's a Macargo that can search your deck for a card and put it on top. Hold on. I'll just grab the text, put that card on top of it. Crobat can also do that. Put your deck for a card, shuffle your deck and put a card on top of it. Fighting has an alternative for that. Altaria is a version, but only Kala or only supporters. Oh, there's an item that does that. That's interesting. Water stuff for that. Recovering things from our opponent's discard pile, we don't want that. Okay, this is going to be a lot of recovery stuff. This is not necessarily searching your deck for cards. Let's see. Your opponent has 5 or more prizes. Shuffle your hand to your deck and then draw 6 cards. It has, if they have exactly 2 prizes. One of your opponents. Okay, that's a devolve, but into deck. That's interesting, I guess. For your deck, then reveal top 3 cards of it. If at least 2 of those cards share the same name, put all the ones with that name in your hand to shuffle the rest into your deck. None of them do shuffle. This is like so specific. Koga's Pidgey, no cards attached to it on top of your deck. And search your deck for any basic Pokemon named Koga's, not named Koga's Pidgey. Put it in your hands. Okay, yeah, that's terrible. Actually, so like the best ways we can do this is probably Macargo or Swampert, because he also has the Alpha Growth thing, where like whenever you attach an energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, you may attach 2 energy cards. So we could try like a Hydro Pump strat-ish, but like last card in hand. There's a few cards that do this. Let's just search for last card in your hand, because there's a few cards that do this. Because there's a Gladion, which makes you do 80 more damage, which is nice. This doesn't do that. Cassiopeia lets you search your deck for 2 cards. Put in your hand. This one is banned. There's the Rapid Strike and Single Strike Mustards that you can play when it's the last card in your hands. You need to Rapid Strike or Single Strike Pokemon into play and then draw 5. That could be interesting. Beedrill can cheat itself into play and draw a 3. There's also an Empoleon that does the same thing, right? Draw 2 cards for each. I'm just gonna add all of them that makes sense. Pokemon's the last card in your hand and play it on your bench. If you do, draw 3 cards. Yeah, so Greninja also has that ability. That's banned, that's banned. Apply doesn't apply. Doesn't apply. This is if your hand is empty, draw 5. That's not terrible, I guess. An item. And that's glass. I'm sure there's a Napoleon that had like a diving draw-ish ability. No, wait, huh? There was a Napoleon that had an ability that could do this, right? Oh yeah. Diving draw is something different. If this Pokemon's in your discard pile and you have no cards in hand, it puts it on your bench, and if you do, draw 3. The water stuff is like interesting. We can probably combine that with rapid strike stuff. I'm not sure if we want to keep the beat roll. What if no cards in your hands? So we search for the last card in your hand. Are there also things that do? Well, okay, Slowbro does a lot of damage if you do that. And Teeful, they're kind of bad. Sylvally is an idea. Sylvally, whatever you want to call it. Wait, why is this? Why does that show up? Okay. None of these work for this. Predict for 2 cards, no. Bands. Oh, I think the word now is triggered for no as well. Oh, wait, another bead roll. If you have no cards in your hand, this attack does 120 more damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. Okay. See, that's interesting. No cards in your hand, this attack can be used for water. Okay. Alright. I feel like this deck is going a lot of places, but not towards wins. Yeah, so like there's these guys that if they have no cards in your hand, you do more damage. Opponents. Okay. Use a card in your hand and discard the other cards. If you do, draw 4. It's not that great. Yeah, so I added that one. Is V, Noivern V. Oh, whoopsie. Hold on. We definitely need a Rangaroo in this list, if I remember after. Hold on. Okay, we're over here. Exactly 1 card in your hands does 100 more damage. If you have exactly 3, your opponent's active Pokemon are confused. If you have exactly 6, it does 30 damage. Okay. So this is going to do 130 if we have exactly 1 card in hand. 130 is not that good though, fortunately. Let's see. No. Pokemon that have any damage counters on them and any cards attached to this Pokemon can be put in your opponent's hand. Interesting. Never seen that card. Place Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn. You may look at the top 6 cards of your opponent's deck and discard any number of items. Oh, okay. That's not that great. I mean, it's alright. Oh, this ability for Primarina is straight up just a Swampert. Once during your turn, you put 2 lightning energy. No, not this. Okay, there's a Slowbro and a Gramble, which we can consider. Is there a Grass Water Psychic thing? There probably is. Let's see. Probably is. Let me open this. I don't think Fairy has a combination with both grass and water. No, there's only 3 multi-type Fairy commanders. Let's see. Grass, water, psychic might be an idea. Yeah, Shining Celebi is. Okay. Cool. So we could use Slowbro if we use Shining Celebi. Wait, I haven't read these. Bad. It's bad. Holy shit, search your deck for up to 6 item cards. That's so funny. Search your deck for up to 2 item cards. Exactly 7 cards in your hand, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. That's silly. Oh, there's a Slowking that attacks for 110 if you have no cards in hand, but that 110 is so bad still. How does Pokemon pick up on an attack? That's interesting. Read those. Attach card from your hand if you do put 2. Oh, okay. Didn't know about that Starmie. No, with low hand size we don't want that. Okay to say. Put them in your hands, okay. This Malamar is definitely interesting. Very interesting. Malamar from X and Y. Loki, Clefairy should probably be in this deck. No, or should it? I'm not sure. The same number or less in your hand as your opponent. Draw cards to have 1 more than your opponent. That's interesting. I can't read that shit. If you have no cards in your hand, prevent all damage done to Milotic by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Oh! Okay. Okay. Isn't there like another Melodic that allowed you to have like hand protection? I think there was. I think there was. Let me see. The hell? There's so much text on these older cards, man. Card from your hand, put it in the top of your deck. Search your deck for 2 basic. Okay, that's. No, this is not it. No. Oh. The cool cards, but that's not it. And you guys see water energies from your hands to Pokemon anyway if like. Do turn ends. Oh. Oh, and one card left in your hand, you may draw cards. Okay, that's funny, but am I gonna do that with O, N, and E? Maybe. Yeah, I am going to. I am going to, because that's just really funny. There's N. So either everyone takes a prize card or you draw. Where's the E? Discard all cards to E and attach E to one of your Pokemon and the tool cards. Isn't there like a better E? Does this count as unknown E? It does. The N better? No. Dude, this deck is so whack. I swear to God, this is so whack. Shining Celebi. Where is it? Not Shining Celebi. Yeah, no, it was Shining Celebi. Okay. Yeah. This card, this deck is whack as fuck. No hand. There was a melodic that protected your hands, right? Dugar melodic. Yeah, when your opponent plays support a card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to you or your hand. So you can't be Ionode. That's banger. That's so banger. Okay, this is a really cool deck, but I need to get that Malamar out of my brain. This Malamar. This is a cool deck idea. Then I can't give it any thought right now because I'm in the middle of this one. There was a Swampert with like the Alpha Growth. That was alright one, right? Yeah, search your deck for a card, put it on top. I need a Rangaroo. Bloop. There we go. Maybe not all of these are making the cuts, of course, but yeah, I feel like a lot of them probably are. I feel like I need bench protection, so let's add Mr. Mayhem. There we go. We can think of adding Rapid Strike or Single Strike Pokemon. We can probably look for those with specific tags. Yeah, Single Strike and Rapid Strike that are Grass, Water, and Psychic. And colorless. Let's see what our options are. 73 cards. Okay. Cool. That's a basic. Ass. It's not great because we should be able to cheat these into play, right? Hold on. You can do it from your discard pile, right? Yeah. You have to do it from your discard pile. So Starmie. Let's see. Discard any amount of water energy from this Pokemon, and for each energy card you discard in this way, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and do 30 damage to it. Affected by weakness or resistance. That might be something. It's probably not that great though. See any non-basic gamers. Attack twice. Maybe. I mean, we have Gladion in the deck, so who knows? I mean, we have Melodic that we can cheat into play already, which is nice. What does the Fortress do? An energy from one of your Pokemon to one of your Rapid Strike Pokemon as often as you like during your turn. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, there's also a Sylveon. Not sold on running this one. Let's end your turn. Stadium is to play this Pokemon can't attack. Unsure if I want to run that. I mean, single strike Beedrill's interesting. Sure, because you can just knock out Pokemon. Any special energy attached to it. That seems like alright. No, that's not that great. Any amount of energy from your Pokemon, 30 more damage for each card you discarded. That's kind of an ass multiplier. Inteleon is interesting. Let's see, I've added a single strike, rapid strike so far. The Bayonet cool? Not really. Malamar is very mid. Tornadus VMAX an idea? No, not really. The numbers are not numbering. Search your deck for a rapid strike card? No. No. This deck might be hella overcooked, but I do not care. I don't give a single flying damn. Okay, let's see. What needs Prevos? We probably need a Feebas. Let's see, what's the best Feebas? Probably one with an ability. That Feebas alright. I think there was another one. Bonus Feebas and play all damage on Feebas by attacks. This one is the same, but this is a Pokebody. So if we want to run two Feebats, it's those two. Just in case. We can put this in play with Rapid Strike Mustards. Why is my deck so expensive already? Is it because I'm running this one? No, that one is only barely cheaper. I wonder what's the most... Oh, I see. It's Shining Celebi and the Old Melodic. Got you. So if I type Aqua Mirage... Yeah, that's the only one that pops up. No non-reverse for this in the thing. Let's see. This Beedrill can be cheated into play. This one cannot, and this one can. So we do need like a Weedle and Kakuna if we want to run this one. Do we need Weedle and Kakuna though? Like, I feel like we're already doing pretty well. Any special energy? We definitely need Battle Compressor, that's for certain. This one doesn't need a Prevo. That one doesn't need a Prevo. Okay, I'll type if this Pokemon is in your discard pile. Because there might be other Pokemon like Empoleon that I don't know. Why is there so many cards found? Because I know that there's like a Gengar that can put itself into play. Yeah, this one. If it's in your discard pile, move, put it on your bench, put 3 damage counters on it. And that's like about it. And like there's discarded, if it's in your discard pile, you may discard 2 cards. Except any grants. That could be fun to thin hand down. What does this one do? Oh wait, we probably want reserve tickets. Any Holland energies? Place Pokemon can't use Poké powers. That's crazy. That's a little silly. We need a type null, that's for certain. What's the best type null? Let's see, 110. Alright, let's look at the stats first. 110 to retreats, 110 to retreats, 101 retreats. I like that more. 110 to retreats, 110 to retreats. Okay, let's look at the attacks. None of these are like really that good, so I think I'll take the... Is there like any good Silvally other than the one we're running? So we're running this one, there's this one. Draw until you have 5 in hands. Place 4 cards from your hands to Ultra Beast knocked out. Basic Pokemon to play with no retreat cost, so that's the same as like Latias, but we can still run Latias. And this is the same. Search deck for an item card, reveal it and put it in your hands. Yeah, no. If we're running any one of them, it's this one. I'll add it for now. This is the searcher deck, put it on top. Is there any other guys that do that? Well, there's Oranguru that technically does that, but it is from hand and not from deck. So I need a Mudkip. I like 70 HP, 1 retreat. And I like 70 HP, 1 retreat. Any Mudkip that have like things. That's bench protection Mudkip, that could be alright. I like this Mudkip better than the other one. Yeah. Super attack. Let's add a rare candy for certain. Marshtomp. This one has a Pokeball power. On your bench, you may flip a coin of heads, move all energy cards, set your active Pokemon to Marshtomp. You switch Marshtomp with active. I don't think that's that great. Attach your water energy to Marshtomp. Okay, no, that's... I mean, that's Paralyzer. So is this one. 90 HP, 90 HP, 90 HP. That's 90 HP, but that's also fighting type. I think 211 is fine. Is there another Swampert that we want to run specifically? Discard a card for your hand, draw 3. No. Huh. Swampert EX. Discard power 3 energy cards, attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. Whoa! If you do, you turn ends. Okay, never mind. Okay, I was like, whoa, this is broken. And then I read, if you do, you turn ends. And I was like, oh shit, man. What may move a water from one of your active Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. Huh. That might be cool. Maybe. Plot that in for now. I remember this Swampert from back in the day, but... that's just extra acceleration. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Inteleon and Jumpluff don't need evolutions. Neither does Empoleon. And maybe the Beedrill. Hold on, we need basic water energy for sure. Like 5 of those at least. We need Swin energy in this bitch. Because this guy is like, it just does 130, which is like not that good. But it helps you draw cards. Huh. What if we say 1 card in your hands? How much does it find? It finds those you can't play. Oh yeah, it's the unknown. Stevens advises bans. Hopefully your deck can look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose one of those and put it into your hands. Huh. Yeah, okay, well, so we have reserve tickets. Swampert, Kangaroo. I feel like I might need some recovery in this list. Jump off is like kind of not bad as well, so. Want some grass energy? Maybe like a Brave Bangle? Well, Brave Bangle's not that good. Maybe like Muscle Bands? Better. The unknown stuff is really funny, but it's probably not that good. Oh man. Feels like I'm building some mid-ass shit, bro. There's not really a Pokemon that says like you have no cards in your hand. Well, oh yeah, we should be building around this. With no cards in your hand, prevent all damage done to melodic by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Probably need a little bit more than just 5. There's a lot of good psychic type stuff that we can add and water type stuff. Let's see. Definitely one Dive Ball Irida, Capacious Buckets. Capacious Buckets. Probably Lapras as well, the Legend Maker one. This one. SS's probably not necessary. See what I did there. But I'll add it for now. Radiant Greninja is too good to not play. Surfing Beach. We could consider Float Soul GL level X. We could. No, but that would... notice you may put that Pokemon all cards that were attached to it from your discard pile into your hands. It says you may. There's no retreat as well. I like this card, and I should be running this card more often. Does Celebi do anything cool? Probably not. Panrotom is still like good, because this can grab type Null and Ditto and Squovet, which I think is still worth. I don't think running this Silvally is worth, fortunately. Maybe this Beedrill isn't worth either. I do need like some more Pokemon recovery. Night Stretcher, Pokemon Rescue. Rescue Stretcher. Definitely time-space distortion. And then like maybe an energy recycler. I think then we're good on recovery. I like the amount of Pokemon search we're having. We want a Gladion in here. I think Arven could be good. We have 4 Sealstone in here, but no Pokemon V yet. Were there Pokemon V when I said things with no cards in your hands? Let me take a look. Valerian Articuno. No. That's anti-synergy. Oh, wait, I should do Grass, Water, Psychic, then... and then the V mechanic. What if I say 1 card in your hands? Hold on, maybe the Kricketune? Yeah, the Kricketune ain't bad. Kricketune is actually not that terrible. Probably entirely too many Pokemon. Maybe you need ways to like bench space? I mean, this makes bench space. No, that's bench space for our opponents. Giovanni's Exile is a great way to do that. Yeah, Giovanni's Exile is nice. Hold on, let's do another Raucous admin. This one always bugs. Yeah. The normal version. Is this one cheaper though? Oh, it's so much cheaper. Dude. What the hell? This deck is so expensive already. Oh, Floatzel GL level X is really expensive. I mean, Greninja GX and Lapras are pretty expensive as well. I mean, I have the Lapras. Time Space Distortion is also $66. Okay. I see now. Yeah, this deck is this format is not that budget friendly if you don't play it online. Are there more trainer cards that you can only play if it's the last card in your hands? Maybe. Maybe. Oh yeah, let me add some more Grass and or other. Oh, Eldegoss V. That's way better than the Kricketune V. Hold on. Eldegoss V is so much better than Kricketune V. Oh yeah. Execute might be a little bit of anti-synergy if you think, but if you think about it, this could help for like grand stuff. No, this is anti-synergy, right? I mean, it could help for like quick ball stuff if we don't actually want to discard cards. But no, this card's too situational for a deck like this. See, throwing Grass is not gonna help that much. Netball is an idea. Revitalizer is probably a little too sus. Netball is nice. Turffield Stadium could be cool as a stadium. I forgot to add Brooklet Hill. Yeah, you can search for an evolution grass, so you can search for any of these three. Let's look into the psychic stuff. See what I'm missing. Oh, Ozelf is like really good price checking. Maybe better than Gladion. Do I want Gladion CX in this deck? Maybe. The answer is maybe. I don't have that many basic Pokemon if like on an ideal board setup, so I don't think it's that good. Now Moonlight Stadium could be alright. The only psychic Pokemon we have right now is Hermione. We probably want to put Lele GX in this list. See, this one is 7, 3, 6. Okay, yeah, so I picked a cheap one. Unknown E is interesting. Redraw, but Telepathic is probably too situational. Any color stuff that I might want to add? Like Bibarel could be like an alright idea to refill hands. Bibarel could be an alright idea to refill hand after doing anything. Sure. There was a cool Bidoof. Like not that one, but this one. Yeah. This deck has so many Pokemon, bro. I don't know if this is like any good. I want to add Dual Ball just so we have more basic Pokemon search. I also want to add Battle VIP Pass. So we have more basic Pokemon search. See, we have a lot of supporters already. Really, we could go ahead and grab more items? Or tools or stadiums? Maybe we could... Well, Moonlight Stadium could be interesting. But it's not that good. With this. Do we even need Meowth? Or technically we could stock up a little bit more on energies. Technically. Maybe add like Misty Spheres. Earthen Vessel's better. I have Capacious Bucket as well, so I think I don't need Misty Spheres, but I'll add it for now. Oh, we could add Misty's Vitality, maybe. We have a Hydro Pumper? Yeah, we do have the Swampert. Hydro Pumper, I guess. Oh, and this attack is also like not the worst. Misty's Vitality is not that great, but what the heck is Misty's duel? I wanted... What's Misty's Wish? Yeah, Misty's Tears is the one I wanted. What's Misty's Favor? Deck for 3 supporter cards. Dude. Interesting. Let's think. Do I want Pidgeot V to disable myself from deck out? Oh wait, I should probably add Dunsparce to Dunsparce. And then specifically that Dunsparce. This is just like solid setup. And then like maybe yeet a grass and go for like a jet energy. Feels kind of alright, actually. Yeah. Actually, we should probably yeet another water, add another grass. Yeah, this feels alright. Let's order this deck list. Put the Beedrills here. Alright, here's the basics. Move Lapras there and Gren as well, and Legas and Azelf and Lele to this section. And Oranguru and Mr. Mime as well. These are all evolutions that can be cheated out. And Velusa, I guess. Okay. Azelf. I know I have to sort them alphabetically. I'm crazy. Like that. This one goes here. This one goes here. That one goes here. Let's see. Beedrill, Beedrill. Leon Greninja, Jump Off Inteleon. The evolution lines doesn't really matter what order there are that much. I don't have a Terra Pokemon in this deck, so I'm not adding Noctowl or anything. It's Rapid Strike Muster and a Single Strike. What does Blaine's Last Stand do again? Oh yeah, this doesn't do anything. Because I don't have Fire Pokemon. Rant could do things. Feels like kind of a bad card. Yeah, let's remove Grant as well. So we have more room for other stuff. Like Extra Enceiver. I like that card in this deck. Let's see. Oh wait, it's probably, yeah. Move this here, yeah. And my Beedrills as well. Come on, man. Sag. Alright, let's order these first. We'll add another water energy, because we can. 3 stadiums, I think that's fine. 3 tools, I think it's fine as well. Apparently I have a lot of items. Battle Compressor. Reserve Ticket, Blaine's Last Resort. Dive Ball, Capacious Bucket. Night Stretcher. Pokemon Rescue. Rescue Stretcher, Rare Candy. Man, this deck is an abomination. I do not know if this deck is... Actually, no, I do know if this deck is good or not. It's not good. But it's really, really funny. And that's what matters for me. Netball and Tool Ball. Misty Steers, Extra Receivers in the right spot. Alright. So I spent about an... Actually, I spent like almost exactly an hour on this list. It's... The concept is so funny. But it's so bad. It's such a bad deck. Holy shit, bro. Why do I even have like psychic stuff in here? Why do I even have psychic stuff? I could just go grass water. Is there just a grass water thing? There are multiple. Why did I put the psychic stuff in here? Probably because it's broken. Because psychic is broken. No, but like seriously, why did I put the psychic stuff in here? Because if we zoom in on this, in the grass water section, there's a bunch of options here. including Leafeon, which gives us also fire type. Leafeon, which gives us dark. Oh, which gives us lightning or Terapagos. Poké gives us dragon. Executor gives us dragon and fighting even. You know, I think I'd rather want... I think I know what I want in this actually. We're gonna change the deck a slight bit. We're gonna add Leafeon EX. Or Commander. So we're removing Azelf, Mr. Mime, and Lele. There's probably a psychic type that could search your deck for a card and put it on top, but at this point I don't care. Because I want to run Delta Melodic. Yeah, and then another Feebas. Is there another good Feebas that we can run? The answer's no, but I mean Ascension Feebas, like not bad. Yeah. Nice. And then we can probably think of another fire thing that we can... I mean, Macargo! You could fit like maybe a 1-1 Macargo in here, because that functions similarly to Swampert. We could probably cut like the whole Swampert line, we're gonna be honest, and go for Macargo. That's probably worth it, if we're gonna be honest. Let's go for a 2-2 Macargo. I think that's probably what we have to do. At like maybe 1 fire energy. Yeah. Okay. I can remove a water now, right? I might need energy recovery in this deck. Oh, I have energy recycler, it's fine. Yeah, okay. This saves me 1 deck space as well. What does heat energy do again? Oh, it gives you plus 20 HP if you're a fire type. Factory Prism Star is not that great here, neither is Basin. Scorch Earth should be on that list maybe. Kiawe, not that great either. Yeah, I think I got the max out of this that I wanted. Oh yeah, wait, no. I was thinking of something else. Because we now have Leafeon. No, wait, that doesn't really work because we need an Eevee for that as well. Really work. Could add a warp energy just to actually probably capture energy. I like that better here. Yeah, okay. This list is a little better. And with a little better, I mean like miles better. Thing is, we don't have bench protection right now. I removed my bench protection. Okay, so we're adding Manaphy. We're adding Manaphy. I just have to think of what to cut. We could consider adding NTV as well as like an alternate attacker, but probably not gonna happen. Cutting 1 card from this list. Misty Steers. We have Capacious Bucket, Enervin Vessel, and Leather. We're fine. Like Crispin could be an idea for this deck, maybe. I think most attackers are like pretty alright. And low to the ground. We could probably cut a bad card like Dual Ball. Yeah, okay. Deck's finished. Took me a little over an hour. Let's look at the Malamar. What does the Malamar say again? If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, whenever your opponent flips a coin during his or her turn, treat it as tails. So how do we abuse that? Are there any cards that make your opponent say, like, whenever you play a card, flip a coin. Wait, that's the old Slowking, that's banned. Right? There's like a really old mind game Slowking that says that, but he's like hella banned. Yeah, whenever your opponent plays a trainer card, you may flip a coin if heads. That card does nothing. And put it on top of your opponent's deck. Yeah, no, there's a reason this card is banned, but yeah. So I'll type whenever and then flip a coin and hope we don't get too many results. Okay. That does the same thing, doesn't really matter. Whenever your opponent tries to attach some energy from their hand to a Pokemon, they must flip a coin if heads, if tails discards it instead of attaching it and doesn't use up their energy. Attachment for a turn. Yeah, so there's also a good red that does this. Hold on, there's another good red that has something to do with retreating, right? Oh, it's when. Okay, so let's do when and then flip a coin to see if there's any other ways we can abuse this. 177 cards. But this is not. We want when our opponent flips a coin. Yeah. Your opponent flips a coin. Yeah, okay. Did I cut in the card slightly? Okay, yeah, so we want cards like this. The sand attack effects. Yeah. So, like, maybe not this one specifically, but like, whenever your opponent... No, wait, but... well, you don't want it on attack, because then the Malamar isn't inactive. Whenever this Pokemon's knocked out, flip a coin of heads, your opponent can't take any prizes for it. So, that doesn't really work with Malamar there, unfortunately. You may flip a coin, you must flip a coin. If seal is discarded, yeah, okay. Your opponent flips a coin for the burn Pokemon during Pokemon checkup, it doesn't recover from that special condition even if the result's heads. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can think of things like burn. Yeah, bird is like a thing that we can do, and then they can't. Or sleep. Wait, we can perma sleep them. So they will never cure from burn or sleep if they can't, like, gust something up. Let's see. Fuel damage from. When your opponent plays a trainer card from his or her hand during next turn, your opponent flips a coin. Okay, yeah, no. I mean, that's cool. But it doesn't really work, unfortunately. Energy from your hand to this Pokemon. Oh! Hey! And that's nice, we can just put things to sleep in the same color identity. And then pretty easily as well. Yeah. Once Pokemon's knocked out, flip a coin of heads, shuffle this Pokemon. Oh, that's once again us flipping the coin. Wait. Isn't this Manaphy like kind of alright? It does the same thing as like the Jirachi. Or if it's knocked out, you just search your deck for a card. It's actually not that bad, right? Never knew this existed. Spore Prize. I've never seen this card, but I love the ability name. Confused and Poisons. Oh yeah, wait, Confusion also works. Ideally Sleep, because that means I can't retreat and attack. Like Burn, they take damage as well. We can stack Sleep and Burn, that's fine. It's just that we can't stack Sleep and Confusion. No. You put it from your hand to your bench, flip 3 coins, search your discard offer psychic and attach to. Irachi. Search your deck for a stadium card to show it to your opponent, put it into your hands. Wait, I never knew this Portugal existed. Let's see, what's your turn? When you put Absol G, little X from your hand to your active Absol. Your active Absol, yeah, okay. Each 3 heads, you put the top card from your opponent's deck in the lost zone. I mean, that's pretty cool, regardless. That might be like the way through this control strategy. Oh wait, the Shift Tree does the same thing as the Malamar. Wait. Yeah, as long as Shift Trees are active whenever your opponent flips a coin during his or her turn, treat it as stills. Yeah. Oh wait. Clicked in my deck, of course. That's banned. Let's see, when you pull in from your hand to roll 1 power. Opponent can't attach any energy cards from his or hand to his or Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. What? Wait, what? This card exists? Wait, hold on. First, let me turn this back on. Let me read that again. Once during your turn, when you play Empoleon from your hand to evolve one of your active Pokemon. Okay, so you have to evolve it in the active. Okay. You may use his power. Your opponent can't attach any energy cards from his or her hand to his or her Pokemon on your opponent's next turn. That's kind of nuts. But I love it. I like this card, and I'm gonna probably make another deck for that. Empoleon. For now, we'll put that there. This is when flip a coin, and your opponents as well. When your opponent, that was the search term. When your opponent flip a coin. Where was I? Where were we left? We were left at the Empoleon. Yeah. Man, letters are so tiny. Flip a coin. Yeah. Okay. No, this isn't. Your opponent can't remove the special condition burn by evolving or devolving to her burn Pokemon. Interesting. He turns on your bench. You may use power if you discarded basic energies attached to your fire or metal active Pokemon by using that Pokemon's attack this turn. Attach up to 2 of those to that Pokemon. I mean, this is cool, but not necessary for this specific combo to work. Like, the one downside of this is that evolution kind of counters you. This is banned. Attach your grass or psychic from your hands. Oh, you put things to sleep if you attach a grass to this. Okay. Well, Malamar Capital EX is just a basic. Flip a coin if heads, discard off a trainer card and put it in your hands. When you put Articuno from your hands to bench, you may flip a coin and paralyze. No. Well, I mean, Guard Jump level X is cool. I've made a deck with this before. It's just that this is so hard to put in play. Whenever one of your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from Entei's attacks, discard the top 3 cards from your opponent's deck. Seeing all these cards that are like interesting. Play Walrein from your hand, flip 2 coins of heads. No. 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 Doing that. Jolteon from your hand, so you bench may put 1 damage counter. No. I mean, there's other evolutions. Move all special conditions, 3 counters. There's a Flareon, right? There's also a Flareon star that does work for that. Skill set attack doesn't. I wonder if Flygon would be damaged by opponent's attack. Coin, no. 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 Discard any number of. Wait, this does the same thing as a T-Pop Moltres. That's really funny. A Dark Robot, no. Assist active, damaged by an opponent's attack, flip a coin of heads, sleep. What? See, is your active, whenever your opponent acts, tries to retreat, flip a coin. No, that's terrible. If Pokemon attacks, use any attack from its base. Oh yeah, that's, yeah, I know that card. Wait, what does this read? Whenever Politoed's attack damages the defending Pokemon, there are more than 3 Poliwags, Poliwhirls, Poliwraths, and or Politoeds in play, including your opponents. An attack does 40 more damage, no matter how many heads you get. Power stops. Okay, that's weird. Very weird. Does Metapod say? No, not running this. Not running that. That's banned. How deep are we? We're here. Okay, we're near the bottom. 4 energy. Okay, wait. None of these have our opponents flip coins, right? No, none of these make our opponents flip. Attack knocks out Entei. Coin. What the hell, Burrow? What the hell, Burrow? Yeah, no, Malamar is probably the way to go. I want energy reset with this. For sure. And then probably scoop up Cyclone. Why is this deck so expensive? Oh yeah, the Absol. If we got the Absol, it's like half as expensive. So how can we always pick that up? We can't, so we're removing this from the deck. If we want to win by deck out, we have to run stuff like Belelba and Bryson Man. And I guess run like Pidgeot V, not deck ourselves out. It's kind of the plan that we have to do here. Any good C-Dots? Any at all? None of them have abilities, at least. Wow, you're trash. I mean, it's collect, I guess. I guess bite is like not the worst, technically. Oh, that's Gulper Family, I guess. Yeah, no, all other C-Dots are like so ass. Rare Candy. Maybe there's a like solid Nuzleaves. Who knows? Hell nah. Hell nah. I mean, upper hand could be alright. 70 HP. Confusion. No. Self-charge. Base. No, these cards are all so bad. I mean, like, technically that is an attack that you can use in the card game. If anything, 90 HP is probably the way we want to go because it's level wallable. But I think like this is alright. Yeah. So like maybe another shift tree that we want to employ here. Maybe this shift tree just for shits and giggles. There's a lot of shift trees with abilities. Shift tree, yeah, I want this one, right? Yeah. That one was interesting at least. Shift adieu. Yeah. At least Shift tree has like a lot of interesting cards, so we can cook with this, you know. Don't active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, but I'll attach cards in your opponent's hand. So we need at least Grass Dark. Oh wait. Shift tree is way cooler. That's one evolved Pokemon. Evolution. Look at your opponent's hand, choose a basic or evolution card you find there, choose one of that Pokemon's attacks, still have copies of attack except for its energy cost. One of your evolved Pokemon play. Wait, when you play Shift tree from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may choose one of your evolved Pokemon in play and return that and all cards attached to it in your hand. That's cool, but Shift tree is like the one card we don't want to. Like, there's no other evolutions we want to do other than like maybe Absol G, which we recently cut? Which one of the defending Pokemon runs your opponent's bench Pokemon? Your opponent chooses the bench Pokemon switch. That's not good. Flip a coin. If heads, return one energy card attached to the defending Pokemon to your hands. What shifters did I add? Yeah, these two. Shifty Substitution is cool. Probably not going to be good though. Okay, so what things can we use to put things to sleep? Surely there are like abilities that can put things to sleep. Let's see. As ability. If this is in the active, you may make it asleep. That's an idea. Don't know if that's gonna be that good. Hold on, type identity table, let me check grass water again. Or sorry, grass dark. So you have either water or psychic as a third type option for that. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So let's look for grass, water, psychic, dark. When you play it to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon sleep. Okay, so it's on evolution. Sure, you may look at the top right here, but okay. Oh, this is asleep and poison. Interesting. This is on evolution as well. Not that repeatable. Maybe the Venusaur? That feels like it's a lot of effort. Can be asleep. How many results are there? A lot of them. Okay. Whenever you play a Pokemon that has a Spore attack from your hand during your turn, you may... That's what I'm looking for. Repeatable. Whenever you play a Pokemon that has a Spore attack. I'll look into who has the Spore attacks. Yeah. Anything else that can like inflict sleep? I mean, this Darkrai attack, but like on ability. Yeah, we looked at bursting spores. Oh, this is both actives. I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That Hypno could be alright. But like, the whole win con cannot just be sleep, because if anyone has like anything that makes it immune to special conditions, then I'm just cooked, right? So we need ways around that. To be fair, we have the Malamar. We have the Malamar that can put things to sleep. I think the Hypno is a good alternative. I think Shiinotic is too cringe. And not ability. Something with the attack name Spore. No, no. So this Parasect, it's not, it's an evolution though. No. Toad School. More Lol. Fungus. So there's a few Pokemon that have a Spore attack. There's a few so far. Yeah, wait, this Shroomish. I'm just gonna see how many there are. Yeah. So there's Paris. There's a bunch of Pokemon that have Spore as an attack. In this type combo, that is. There's a lot more Stun Spore though. I can tell you that. This Paris has Spore. What does it say? Evolution has Spore? Oh yeah, it's just evolving your Hoppips and Blooms. Doesn't really matter. Parasect has Spore. This Paris has Spore. I just want to see. It's just an exercise that I want to carry out. This is a reprint. Yeah, okay, so that's it. So how many Pokemon are there with Spore? How many different ones? There are 8 of them. So I can do this 8 times. It's not enough. Also, this takes up way too much space in the deck. I accidentally removed Scoop Up Cyclone. Let's add that back. I think the best way to do this is just Energy Reset and Hypno. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. What is the attack of Malamar here? You can confuse things. Do we want to run Super Scoop Up? Maybe. In case. Doesn't hurt. Scoop Up is banned. Scoop Up is banned. Metal Scoop. Nice. Scoop Water. Rhymes with poop water. Dude, why am I like this? Okay. Inkay. We need like at least 1 Inkay, preferably 2. Pokemon is confused. You may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon. Wait, what? If this is confused, you can just make this a thing? Wait. And you just search your deck for it. So Dark Bell doesn't work for that, but there's Team Yellhorn. Or Team Yell Towel. No. There was a horn. Right? Yeah, oh, it's just Yellhorn. Okay. Wait, that's crazy! That's kind of crazy. I like that. I do like that a lot. Is there any way that I can like cuck switching specifically? Not yet in the deck. Is there a way I can cuck switching? I could do whenever your opponent switches. In like the grass, psychic, dark, water thing with abilities. And then without these tags. Wait, there's like a Team Rocket's Duck Trio, right? Oh, yeah. Whenever moves. Whenever opponents moves. What do I do whenever moves? Yeah. Or whenever bench, or whenever to the bench. It's 31 cards. Okay. Whenever your opponent's active Pokemon moves to the bench during their turn, the new active is confused. An idea, maybe? Yeah, that's not gonna be it. Two few prize remaining. No. Whenever your opponent tries to attack, your opponent discards one card from his or her hands. Your opponent can't discard cards. Okay. That's Dark Lightning. We can't run that. Water. No. Water. No. This only works if it's your active, so that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, there's not really a way to punish switching other than like maybe Gudra. Like this Gudra. Gudra kind of locks them inactive, which means they can't retreat, but they can still switch, right? That's what it is. But this doesn't fit in the type color combination, unfortunately. There's no Dragon Water Psychic that's also dark, I'm pretty sure. Dragon Water Psychic does exist. Let's take a look at Dragon Dark. I mean, Dragon Dark Psychic exists. But then there's no water. That's kind of unfortunate. On run the Gudra. So how else do we punish switching? How else are we gonna punish switching? We can't use Duck Trio. I mean, maybe we forget about the whole Shiftry thing and just focus on the Malamar. Shiftry is the only one that necessitates grass stuff to happen. We can technically still put Shiftry in play with stuff like Grimsley's move. So, Psychic... So we don't necessarily need Psychic here, but like Dark is necessary. And we can run Team Rocket's Duck Trio, so fighting and Dark is a thing. Yeah, so there's Hoopa EX, Rocket's Hitmonchan EX, Tyranitar EX. Cinderace EX are also for an extra fire type. I mean, Cinderace EX is cool for this. Because fire also gives us access to burn stuff. Which is nice. So we cut this. We don't got to Shiftry yet, because maybe we do Grimsley's move stuff. Dude, this deck is so hard to build, man. Hold on. Is this any basic energy? Just any energy. Okay. So we definitely want the Cast Form Delta guy. We definitely want Delta Cast Form. For certain, we definitely want at least one Darkness energy. We definitely want at least one Psychic and Fire. I'm not sure about that though. You're active. Confused. Let's look at trainers only. It's opponents. Wait, Imakuni. This card printed in Generations. Hold on. Unironically used for Imakuni. That's so funny. That's so funny. What if I type confusion instead of confused? Okay. Hold on. Imakuni. Unironically. Or Team Yellsword. That's so fucking... That's so hype. I love that. For like a turn 1. Malamar. That's... Oh my god. Am I cooking, chat? Chat, am I cooking? Am I cooking? I think I am. The problem here kind of is that I need to find ways around Guzma. It's like people can Guzma me or boss me. Gusting really kills the strategy as a whole. So maybe I just let myself go down to prizes a little bit, and when people have used their gust, then we perform the lock. That could be really cool. What's the best drowsy we got? Drowsy combi sleep. We flip a coin. If heads, defending Pokemon is now asleep. If tails, your active is now asleep. Eerie Gaze. Maybe it's the Eerie Gaze guy. I like Eerie Gaze. Or that. Loki, Sinister Suggestion is the optimal one. Like, in case I don't have... in case we put our opponent's Pokemon to sleep, or confuse it, and we don't have the Malamar in play yet, that's how we do it. Water Psychic Dark is not a type combo that we can do, right? Oh yeah, we wanted fighting. Oh wait, yeah, wait, we can't run this. This is Fire Fighting Dark. Yeah, so we can't run the Hypno. But we can run the Duck Trio. That's what our plan was here for this. Then I also need Team Rocket's Diglett. There was another Duck Trio that did a similar thing to this, right? Let's search for has ability. Your opponent's active Pokemon retreats, your opponent flips a coin if tails. Okay. Dark Duck Trio. 20 damage to that Pokemon. Prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by your opponent's attacks. Oh, okay. Well, I guess Machoke might be a better bench protector, but Duck Trio might be the one that fits the most. Your active Pokemon, opponent's active retreats, but 2 damage counter on that Pokemon. Okay, yeah, this is how we're winning. This is how we're winning. This is only for retreat specifically, and this is also for retreat, but this is whenever it moves. So we need a few regular Digletts. That's nice. Bench protection. Is there? There's no 70 HP Diglett, I think, right? I like this, I guess. Not sure if that's correct or not. Yeah, okay. And then the burn things. I think Dust Island did something with that, right? No, it's poison. Full Flame was the thing, right? Yeah. And there was a Flareon star which you could play. Oh man, this might be so overcooked. Let's add AZ to the deck. Turo. Some more pickup for our boy. I never want to attack with those guys, so let's just add like a bunch of dark energy. There's no way to find dark energy easily, right? Well, there's ears. Yeah, energy in a dark Pokemon. Okay. I guess Spears is worth running. This is from your hand, right? Yeah. Probably want Energy Recycler in case that gets Gust KO'd. Okay, now it's time to add more support, I think. I don't think we would ever want to use that attack. So let's add Crobat V. Add Spiritomb. Probably more good dark stuff. Dark Patch, it's not from hand. Maybe Darkrai V-Star. Oh yeah, Pheasantipity for sure. And also definitely Oricorio GX. Hiding Energy gives free retreat. Huh, maybe. Retreating might be a thing. So let's add... We have Floatstone, so let's add Fluffy Berry. And let's add Air Balloon. And like Bird Keeper maybe even. Maybe even U-turn board. There we go. Alright, what else do I want for the dark stuff? Weevil Jack's now worth... Well, it might be, actually. Weevil GX could be fun. We can actually attack with Malamar. I mean, we don't want to attack with Malamar, right? So... Moonlight Stadium is definitely something we need to consider. To say? Oh yeah. Or Pecharunt EX. Honestly, Pecharunt EX is all we need, technically. We don't need U-turn boards. Maybe we do need U-turn boards specifically, actually. We don't need all these other... Well, I mean, Moonlight Stadium is still nice, but Birdkeeper is still... That's probably not necessary. But like, Pecharunt EX is the way to go for getting out of stuff we don't want. Let's see. For fighting... We definitely want Fighting Gong. Don't want Premium Power Pro, I think. Brookle Hill could be nice. Get some Diglets in play early game. Oh yeah, wait, Claydol is kinda busted. So add a Baltoy. Actually, I want this one, not the other one. Let's add Timer Ball and Evo Soda to the list, because I want more ways to find evolutions. Let's see, Karina is probably worth it. Karina is really good. Focus could be nice in general. Like as bench protection, we could run Machoke. May want one Machop just in case. I want this one because it's one retreat. Scorched Earth is probably not necessary with this list. Don't need any energies for fighting either. Sudowoodo is cool. I like Sudowoodo. Or a block guy. Terragon might be necessary. Okay, for fire stuff. Fire doesn't really have any good things going for them, unfortunately. Man. Wait, there was this thing on YouTube. The Eternal Monday. There was a guy that brought a burn deck. Wait, Burning Scarf. It's a card that I remember from that list. Probably not worth. Eternal Monday burn. Justin Basil. Icon type. Holy shit. Here, McMortar Burn versus Glimora Prize Denial. Hello. Can I pause this? Thank you. Is there a deck list? Oh wait, the deck lists are probably at the end. Yeah. Hold on, let me... Please continue my music, please. Okay, so there's a McMortar. Yeah, more damage on burn. Do I want the Volcanion to make things burned when it's inactive? I don't have access to Latias, but I have access to Patch. So maybe I do. And for Magmar, I definitely want 70 HP Magmar. There's some older Magmars that are 70 HP. One is even 60 HP. Or dump and draw. Let's see, is there any good Magmars that I... Yeah, this is also a Smokescreen Magmar, just like this one, right? Oh yeah, but this Smokescreen is colorless. This one. This is better. Yeah. One Magmar's probably fine. Yeah. So that's nice to have. What else is in this list? Oh, there's an Infernape. Probably a little too much though. Infernape? 6 instead of 2 on burn Pokemon between turns. Yeah. I mean, it's cool if we can fit it. We can try to fit it. Chimchar. Actually better if we can make this a fighting type, right? Yeah. Maybe. Do we have 78 HP Chimchars? Don't think we do. Fortunately not. Probably Cherry Berry Chimchar then. There was a fighting version of that Infernape, so let's run that one. Let's also run a Monferno. Let's just run a 90 HP one. Yeah, all of these are ass otherwise. Okay, what else does this deck have to offer? It's Heatran level X. That's their main way. Heatran level X is like their main way of making sure that they can't evolve out of burn. Are there ways to like not be able to evolve out of sleep or confusion? Preferably sleep. I think there are trainer cards. There's a stadium that does that, right? Let me just take a look. Trainer cards with the word asleep. There's not that many, probably. Wait, that's so funny. That's really funny, actually. We could run Team Rocket's Hypnotizer just to attach the Ductrio in case it gets like Gust KO'd. It's forced to sleep. That's really funny. Not that one. Players Pokemon can't be asleep or paralyzed. That players Pokemon can't be confused or poisoned. Laser can put things to sleep. Guess I'll add Laser. That's like not a bad card. Let's see. There was more, right? There was a stadium that put things to sleep, right? Or like stopped it from being sleep. Maybe I just type sleep? No. Pretty sure there was a stadium that did that. Maybe I should look for special condition. That's the words. Confuse Pokemon don't recover from that when they evolve or devolve. Flips 2 coins. Poison. That's useless here. This one. I was looking for Sea of Nothingness. Special conditions are not removed when Pokemon evolve or devolve. What does this say? Oh, okay. What does this card even say? Pokemon in play can be confused. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, at least it's a promo. That's the one I was looking for. Sea of Nothingness. Deck also has Dangerous Laser, but we don't want that. Full Flame, Burning Scarf, Whale Volcano Park. Runs Premier Balls as well, because you want to find the Heatran level X. That's fun. And I guess the Heatran inactive to get things burned is also a funny idea, but that won't work for us. Okay, how many cards in deck are we at? 93, okay. This deck is hella expensive, by the way. What the hell? What caused that? Oh! Never mind. I see what caused that. Every card is like in the single digit number of dollars, except for 3 cards. One of which is Dark Ductrio, $13, sure. Ditto Prism Star, 17, sure. I have Ditto Prism Star. Flareon Star is almost $2,000. Gotcha. Let's reorganize that for now. We have a Suian Heavy Ball. We need Gladion. Dude, I haven't even added that many supporters yet. Unfortunately. Not that many supporters. Actually, no, it's not that bad. There's supporters in the deck. For sure. There's a few. Yeah, so Full Flame kind of overrides Infernape, but I think that's fine. there a way that I can search an item turn 1 easily? And get something out of the active? Maybe if like Arvin can grab like Floatstone plus Yellowhorn. I should probably add Arvin. Arvin's just a good card in general. Goose Hala is maybe a good card here. I mean, if we add Capture Energy, then it's good for sure. Dude, this deck is... It's a really cool idea. I don't know if this is good or not. We can technically make more... Well, we don't really make more space if we get the Duck Trio. Bench Protection. But it's more consistent. You know what I mean? So let's add another Diglett and another Duck Trio. Some Lowland Digletts. Can't use that. Another Mine Digletts. Oh wait, but that's just a reprint. I mean, that's a Sand Attack Diglett, I guess. That's a Retreat Locking Diglett, that's really funny. I want the Duck Trio that has bench protections in this one. Yeah. So is there any amount of energy that I need that is like not dark energy? Wait, Fiery Flint grabs is a lot of energy, so maybe I throw in a healthy mix of fire energy as well. Something like 8 of these, and then like 6 of these. Ideally... Oh wait, shit, I got Claydol on accident. There we go. Claydol back. Dude, this deck is so cursed. There's not even that many colorless Pokemon we can grab here. Do we still want all this then? Probably a few TMs that we can give Malamar so we can still do attacks each turn. Price Sponge, not really relevant. Blindside, maybe. Devo, maybe? No, but devolving still, I mean, not with this, but devolving still cures that status. I think because Sea of Nothingness is like kind of important, we might add the Porygon 2 line. I think we might cut the Porygon 2 line. I mean, that's funny. That buys us a turn, but that's not that relevant. Because there's a Porygon 2 that can cheat stadiums into play from discard, right? This one. Yeah, flip a coin of heads, choose a stadium card from discard pile, put it in play. Yeah, I do need that. Let's see, what's the best Porygon? Probably Branch Calculation. Or I search for Porygon Space. Okay, that doesn't help. Yeah, okay, so we're at 100 cards right now. I think that's fine. Technically we can't go infinite, of course, because we don't have infinite energy and pickup effects, but I think this deck is really, really funny. And worth it. Oh yeah, wait, we still have the Shift Tree, so either we add Grimsley's move or we remove Shift Tree. It's either of the two. Malmar's probably better. Shift Tree is also interesting. Let's got Shift Tree. You can add one more card to the deck. Probably want a little bit more consistency, maybe another way to find energy. Because we have Letter, Vessel, and Fiery Flint. Probably add another card for energy, right? Surely there's another card that searches for energy. Surely, right? Or we could just look for a trainer card that makes our opponents burns. Like this one. Well, it's only burning one thing though, because it's on an attack. Full flame, what is burn tower? Flip a coin of heads, play search this file. Oh wait. Oh my god. Oh, Burnett, nice. Burning Scarf could be an idea. Burns our own active. What ways do we have to burn things? It's just Volcanion. Yeah. Alright, I like how the list is now, I think. Let me just reorder everything. Let's see. Yeah. Now let's put the stage 2 before the stage 1, I guess. Holland's Gas Form, Crobats. Therion. Not sure if Spiritomb is still a good call on this list, because we still want to be able to use Scuba Cycling whenever we want. I mean, if we have used it, it's a good bench, of course. That's the thing. Yeah, Below Embracement is our WinCon-ish, is it? We don't have like infinite support or recovery, unfortunately. Not sure if Below Embracement fits the bill here, but I'm down to run with it. Arena. Gladion. Here's. Yeah, okay. Now the items. Wait, Burning Scarf is a tool. My bad. Fiery Flint, Earthen Vessel. Sorry, I was zoned out for a second. Yellhorn is in the right spots. Energy Recycler. Fighting Gong, ding ding ding. Timer Ball, Evo Soda. A Toxic Laser. Okay, these almost all seem to be in order. Team Rocket's Hypnotizer is still a very funny card. I just don't think it's very good, but I mean, we gotta have a little fun in our life sometimes, right? We gotta have a little fun sometimes. Alright, we've built 3 decks right now, right? No, we've built 2. It's 9 already, oh my god. I built 2 decks in 3 hours. The Handless one and the Sleep Burn Confusion one. I mean, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that that's like pretty good. In 2 hours. Oh wait, no, it is 2 hours. I started at 7, not at 6. Okay. If I feel some energy, I can like look into this Empoleon. Maybe I can like brainstorm a little for this already. Although I should probably look back in this now that I'm realizing it. Yeah, Fan Rhythm is still solid because it grabs Alliance Cast Form and Porygon 2. Which are like kind of vital for the setup. Do I have any Pokemon recovery in here? I don't, like, at all. I probably should. Let's do, like, Sacred Ash. Just so we can cut the Team Rocket's Hypnotizer. Do we want maybe a Night Stretcher? Or another way to like shuffle a bunch of Pokemon back into the deck. Let's do Miriam. It is supportive for turn, but... And we'll cut the Loba, because it's not that great. Alright, let's think about Empoleon stuff. What does Empoleon do again? I forgot about it. When you evolve it... can't attach any energy cards from his or her hand to her Pokemon during your burn. Yeah. So if this Empoleon isn't active... Or sorry, if there's a Prinplup or Piplup inactive and you make it an Empoleon, your opponent cannot attach energy from hand. Period. Okay. Interesting. Okay. How do we facilitate that? Is there a way to like devolve one of your own Pokemon? There is, but it's banned. And if it's not on this, but on a Pokemon, there's not that many cards to devolve cards. This devolves opponents. This also devolves opponents. Opponents. Whatever. Opponents. Evolve one of your opponent's bench evolve Pokemon. Evolve one of your opponent's Pokemon. Evolve any number of your bench Pokemon. This is a Prism Star Pokemon though, so when this hits discard, it goes bye-bye immediately. Also, I don't think... Let's see... Like, the Empoleon has water and steel combination, so a little restrictive in that sense. So the Poké Legend is a commander, so we can either add Dragon, Fighting, or Psychic to this if we want to. Let's see. Evolve opponents. Evolve opponents. Evolve opponents. Opponents. Evolve as many as your bench Pokemon, as many times as you want. Okay, so this is a way. This is colorless. Undeveloped. Yeah, okay. So like Porygon Z is like the only way that we can actually do it. But there's no way we can keep Porygon Z safe and active because it's an attack. Unfortunately. Interesting. I'm trying to think of a way to like infinitely loop this, if we can. There's probably no way to infinitely loop this, but maybe there's a way to like loop this enough times to where we can win the game at some point. That's what I'm trying to think of. Let's think. Oh my god, my brain's hurty. My brain is hurty. Oh man, this is such a cool card, but I don't think I can abuse it. Right? I don't think I can. Frick. Oh, my light turned off again. Whatever. Man, I don't think I can abuse this. The water metal typing is so awkward. Let me think. I don't think this is like... Okay, so as long as Devo Spray and Devo Spray Z are banned, and Hyper Devo Spray, there's no way this is gonna work, like, at all. Like, you could consider, like, looping an attack, like Lillipup's attack, for example, as like a Stimulant inactive, so that you disable supporters. Something like that. The thing is also you have to get this in active every time, so you do need a switch every time, because you only have one retreat per turn. Which is annoying. So you just need a Pokemon that says switch. Well, I guess that's not the hard part, actually. That's not the hard part. We just add Keldeo. Oh, whoops. Keldeo to the deck. We have Floatstone already. It's 2 retreats, so let's also add an Air Balloon. And let's also add a Fluffy Berry. Actually, does that help us? Going from one Pokemon to the other and back. It doesn't necessarily get us there all the way. It doesn't necessarily get us there all the way, because say we attacked with something that recovered a trainer card. Then we use Keldeo's ability to put it into active, retreat Keldeo into the Prinplup, evolve it into a Empoleon, but then we still need another switch. It makes it a little easier for us to figure it out, but it's basically an ability that says switch one of your Pokemon with one of your other Pokemon. Preferably water metal, but maybe fighting or psychic has an ability. A lot of them. You may switch your... Once during your turn, you may switch your active one of your bench. If you do, switch your opponent... Okay, so this bosses and does that. That may be an out. Maybe. Because this says switch. Yeah. Will you attach an energy, switch it with your active? Oh, switch it with your active. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Wait. Yeah, I thought we disabled Ultimate Prince. Oh, no, wait. No, yeah. These don't count as Ultimate Prince? That's so weird. That's a V-Star power. And we switch it. Okay. Once you're in turn, you may switch one of your actives. Go and switch your active one to benched. Switch one of your opponent's face down prize card. No, that's switch opponents. Switch your active attack team. No. No. This is your active. No. Sorry, what do you say? Oh yeah, no. Opponent switches. No. Your bench may move all energy. No. I don't want anything. I don't want an ability that switches this Pokemon itself with something else. I want something that just switches something with something. And so far I've only found stage 2s that do it. Whoops. This is a boss effect. But you're active with one if you're benched. Okay. Once again a stage 2. Unfortunately. Switch it. Let's actually cut Kelio. Nice. Promos, so we've seen them. You may switch one of your opponents. Switch your active one of your bench Pokemon if you do switch. Okay. Metagross is the same thing basically. But at least we have like all types available for that, which is nice, so probably not gonna be Hatterene, who knows. Doesn't read switch at all. What? Oh, the ability is called Magma Switch. Evolve this, put a card from this discard pile into your hand. That switches. Once your turn, you may switch one of your. If you do, your opponent switches his or her active. This is worse than the Samurott. Samurott also has 3 or 3, but this is more stats. Oh no. Once during your turn you may... Okay, so this is stage 2 when it switches a water Pokemon on your bench with the active. It's a little restrictive. No. We've seen the Marshtomp earlier. No. No. Is your active? No. That's Caress as well. That's if heads. Form change is not it. No, it's just opponents. Once again, a form changing thing. When you evolve it. Wait. This is level X. Technically, that could be easier to put in play than just a just a stage 2. Before your attack, you may have your opponent switch one of your active. You may have your opponent switch one of your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Okay, so that's this ability that we have already seen, but the opponent switch. The opponent chooses for you what to switch to active. You still need Keldeo in combination with that. Gardevoir level X, which is itself with the thing. Wait, what? Oh, that's a bossing. Free cost is 0. Coin flip. And also opponents. In this. No. Metal was not in the type combo, unfortunately. Form change, duplicate. Oh wait, Ancient Fang. No. 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 Alright. Form changing abilities. Oh my god. All these shuffle unknowns. I don't want these. Come on. Form change. And Deoxys. Coin flip and opponent only. Coin flip. Only itself. Magma Switch. No. 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 Only works if Relegator's active. No. No, this is the same. Wait, Dark Angar. Points. No, switches itself. Active Redemption Misty Tentacle once are active. Switch it, no. And we're at the end. Okay. We found 4 candidates. Now we're gonna cut Hatterene for now. Is there like a Cosmog or Cosmo room that cheats Solgaleo into play? Oh, there's a Cosmog that has bench protection. Oh wait, there's more than those 2 Cosmog, I guess. Why is there 8 different Cosmogs? What the fuck? Wait, see, there's an Ascension Cosmog. But this is, oh wait, Cosmog is Psychic. Ideally not this either, so it's either Samurott or Metagross. I'm assuming there's no like Oshawott that's really broken, or Duat. Tempted to lead in towards Metagross. No, Oshawott's probably better actually. Maybe run both. And then like also reap the benefits from other parts of the evolution line. Like nothing from this one, actually. Oh, yeah, but yeah, we can run both. There's 70 HP Oshawott. There's 3 of them, 4 of them actually. Wait. I don't know if there's any good ones though. I can put to sleep. I mean, I like that, but it's probably the best. We can do like a 1-1-1 line of this, I guess. I want something that's level ballable. Let's do this one. Actually, do 1 with 1 damage for. No, it's also 20. Okay, never mind. It's the best one. We can go a little more aggressive on the Metagross lines because those are actually like good Pokemon. Because there's also a bunch of Beldum that are like solid. When you touch a metal from your hand to Beldum, let me search your deck for Beldum and put it on your bench. Like, and this one that has, if Beldum has any energy, its 3 cost is 0. That's really good still. Magnetic Call. There's probably a few good Metangs as well. Like this one. That one. And this one. And then like... There's a few good Metagross as well. Like this one. No retreat costs. The GX is not that good, I think. Oh. Yeah, this one is in deck. Also Psychic Metagross, of course. Search your deck for Team Plasma cards. Probably not that good. Pokemon in play gets minus 20 HP. It's so specific. The extra active. We use this power. Player shuffles his or her hand into their deck. Player draws 4. Oh my god. That could be alright. Well, it's an EX. Not sure. Search a discard pile for Psychic or Metal attached to active. Energy card. Bench Pokemon to one of your actives. Might as well run Bronzong for that. I like this one. Solid 3-3 line. We definitely want a rare candy, by the way. And at least a few Piplup. There you go. 70 HP Piplup. A good attack. Do we need anything else than just that Piplup? On. Run 2 of those. No, don't be silly. Let's also run this one then, I guess. Let's look at the Primplup as well. There's no Primplups with abilities. Wow, what a pose. I mean, that's probably the best one. 90 HP one. Yeah. Like any other good Empoleon, specifically. Dive and draw one, maybe. Card 1, draw 2. Each of your basics does more damage. Ten times the number of Pokemon in play. That's an FB. Does this one do? Use up to 2 cards from your opponent's hand without looking and put them face down next to any Pokemon. End of the opponent's next turn, return those cards to your opponent's hands. Okay. Interesting. I like that, but probably not that good with this specific strats. No other good Empoleon, fortunately. But I think I might need to have one here. At least like one other Empoleon. Like, let's do this one, I guess, because I want Surprise Time Machine. In this deck. This is remove. Yeah. Remove the highest stage. We can look for that. Opponents. 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 Also opponents. Opponents. Also opponents. Opponents. Also opponents. Opponents. Good man. I guess Surprise Time Machine only works like once. Unfortunately. Kind of needs another Primplop. Do this one. Okay. Not like any other good Metagross that I didn't look at because I only looked at the ones that had abilities. Technically, this one can do 300. Requires a lot of energy though. And I don't think the rest of them are that good if they don't have abilities. This is a basic anyway. Yeah. Yeah, not that good. I mean, this like attaches things sometimes. So maybe that's like alright. Okay, let me think. So we figured out the way that we switch between things. I think this is a grand tree list if I'm looking at what kind of shenanigans I have to go through here. Yeah, the Lilliput that recovers cards. Not that one. This one, pick up Lilliput. Then the Herdier that treasure hunts, and the Stoutlands that supporter locks with memory energy or memory capsule. Yeah. Okay. There's probably also a stadium that does that, but I think a tool and special energy are more than enough. I could probably add other ways to add more recursion trainer cards. Maybe like Silene. But once again, this only kind of works. This only kind of works if we can find Surprise Time Machine. Actually, yeah. Choose one of your evolved Pokemon in room with a high stage evolution card, put it into your deck. When raise and play, search your deck for an evolution card. You can fill that. You can fill the second part, so you don't have. We don't need another Empoleon. Probably better to not have another Empoleon. God, the music is not helping me. It's so intense. We just need more Pokemon search then. Timer Ball, Evo Soda. Probably also need like time space distortion. Recovery option. Night Stretcher. I think it's nice to have Nissa in this regardless, because of all the water Pokemon we're running as well. Oregon Z is not the way, unfortunately. I should run the Pidgeot line in this, since we're already running so much goddamn things in this. Do I want Clutch Pidgeotto as the other Pidgeotto? Probably, because we retreat. Then I have to decide which two Pidgeys I want. Probably Call for Family. And Corner. Yeah, so Fanrodom does deserve a spot in this list. Yeah. I need anti-deck out strats for this, so I'm gonna run Pidgeot V. We're pursuing Heavy Ball, right? Yeah, so I need Galadion. And maybe Peonia. So far I've only put stage 2 Pokemon in this deck. Kinda crazy. Maybe because of that we put Super Boost energy in the deck. It's 4 energy, like you might be able to do attacks with this. Actually, that kind of works with like the Metagross if you think about it. Oh, it's discard, never mind. I thought it was shuffle back. Right, it is discard, I'm so right. Oh my god, hold on, okay. If we're running double Pidgeot, I definitely want Twin Energy as well. So I can always attack with Clutch if I need to. Super Boost is not that good here. Huh. Making this deck is giving me headaches. But it is working. Somewhat. And technically we have the combo now. It's just that for the combo we need... for the combo we need like an Empoleon that's not been rare candied in play. Like one Quick Searcher. One of Samurats or Metagross. And then also... no wait, we don't need a tool attached because we can retreat with Pidgeot. Yeah, so the plan is... And we also need Stoutland in play with like a memory. That's so much though. Like, thing is, okay, so that's inactive. Hopefully it's not dead. We use Samurats. Yeah, we use Samurats to put the Empoleon in play. To put the Empoleon in active. We use our newly recovered from pickup. Our newly recovered Surprise Time Machine. Evolve Empoleon, then we'll evolve Empoleon immediately. To lock them. And then we ideally have like a float stone on this so we can retreat back into Stoutland. But if we don't, not a problem. Because Metagross is also a thing that we can have on the field, maybe. Or the other Metagross to swap once more. Okay, that is a whole lot of combo things. Let's add Manaphy to this list. So Battle Frontier hard walls me, but I have a feeling people don't run that. I think. So how do we win the game after we do this? Because our attack for turn is locked every single time. But this way we force our opponents to never attach energies. Which means they likely can't KO us. If we do it early enough in the game. And I mean, we keep gusting them every turn as well. We can gust twice or once during this combo. So I can probably gust the most scary thing away. So, like without energy attachment from hand, they can still do it from deck with stuff like Crispin. You can still do it from discard pile, from things like electric or something. So we probably also need a way to disrupt energy, I think. So let's definitely add Crushing Hammer. What were my options with Water Metal again? Let me just check. It was either Dragon Or fighting or psychic. I don't really think of a very specific way that allows you to disrupt energy specifically. I mean, we can do a bunch of things that remove energy. Include a bunch of cards that remove energy. That's a cool one, but it only works on Team Magma Pokemon. So let's add things. First and foremost, let's add things like Lapras. I think Lapras is very necessary. Maybe even Jirachi. Some Jirachi stuff. This is level ballable. I probably want Final Wish Jirachi. People don't want to KO that. And also Radiant Jirachi because people don't want to KO that. I definitely need Genesect DX in this list. Like, that is a necessity. The stack card is just way too good. What does this say? Oh, it's all attaches Pokemon to your hands. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Any of these a Terra Pokemon? No, unfortunately not. Oh no, wait, Lapras EX is. That's a Terra Pokemon. It's a basic one too. Huh. That's nice. The Lapras EX. I want to call this deck Impolock. But let's make Lapras the face of the deck because that's a commander. So when we're adding Lapras EX, we definitely want Noctowl and a Hoothoot, probably the item locking one. That one's just the best. There's other things that benefit off Terra. I don't think I want Trumpet specifically. I want Area 0 under depths. Not Terra Orb. I think Area 0 under depth was the only one. Yeah. Just in case. I want Giovanni's Exile just to like be able to remove some bench Pokemon. I like Giovanni's Exile a lot. I put that card in a lot of lists just to prevent some overbenching. Let's see, is there any other cards that I want to add into the deck? Probably not. That I'm thinking of right now. I mean, our attack return is locked down every time. Is there other recovery ways? Hold on, I should definitely put Ozelf in this deck for running psychic stuff. If we're doing psychic stuff, I should definitely also add Lele. Actually, do we need Lele? We have Lapras. We have Lapras. Do we need Lele? There was a Manaphy that had something like this, right? Yeah. When Pokemon's knocked out, search your deck for a card. Fortunately, the attack's not very good. Like, this attack is broken. And it's free retreat. Like, that's a shit. Definitely want Pokemon communication just because of how complicated this deck can get with evolutions. Yeah. Good Rod is a card that I really want. Be able to easily recover some things. Oh my god. I'm gonna probably end stream here. My brain is completely frying right now, and I could add like good cards, but I don't want to at this moment. First and foremost, we have Lapras, so let's add Mr. Mime instead, because it's just better. Yeah, my brain is getting fried right now. I can't really continue building this deck right now, so I'm gonna go look for someone to raid if that's okay with y'all. Thanks everyone so much for hanging out. Let me turn off the music so I can actually listen in on who I'm raiding to. Let's see, who is live right now? Probably a bunch of people. We're gonna be honest. Let's see. Oh, I can full screen this now, never mind. What the hell is that BurpQ stream title? That's a little silly. Curious to see what's going on here, Mr. JerpQ. Mr. JerpQ. The first message I read in chat was "fuck you, Jerb." I mean, he's doing just chatting. I'm gonna raid into Jerb probably, because it's been a really long time since I've been able to. Feel free to copy any of the two raid messages, depending on if you're subbed or not. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry, we don't really have raids. Oh, he's playing Jackbox, I see. And I see also that my stream is lagging. Or like, stream is lagging on my end. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all your feedback a lot. And talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.